welcome back to Build with the Boys. It's now time for a weekly catch-up. Slightly delayed, but with all the Halloween shenanigans going on over the weekend and whatnot, we've fallen a bit behind. You'll see the Halloween decorations have now gone. So what's been happening? Well, we got Titanic, finally. So Titanic is running behind by about 10 days in total. That's due to postal strikes, but that's also part of our update. The postal strikes through November, which there were going to be a lot. I think there were 8 or 10 planned originally, have now been cancelled. They've been called off for now. So hopefully we should get back on track with where we are with our models, because my next 4 Titanic are due to ship in 7 days' time. So it might be in 2 weeks' time I've got the next 4 Titanics. It's possible. It's entirely possible, which would be a good thing. So with Titanic, we have been moving on to the extending the engine rooms. The engine room now is a lot longer than it was. You can go and see those in the 4 videos I've just posted Titanic. And man, it's looking good. It's looking good. I mean, because it's difficult when you're kind of trying to visualize it, because you just seen those 2 engines that we've built, and is that going to be it? And I said, well, no, there's so much more going on in that engine room that it's going to look bloody impressive. It really is. I know it's a grind, so there's been a lot of kind of complaint that we're not doing hull or superstructure or anything like that, but it's a necessary evil, because this is a big kind of feature of the ship, with the removable sections. You can see the engine working. It's just going to take a lot of work. I know that in 37 it's more engine, and seeing the kind of spaces for parts on this engine room, I would imagine all of next month, all of November, sorry, is going to be engine as well, I would imagine. I mean, they might move away and go into something else, but can't see it. I think we're with the engine room until the end of the year probably, but that's fine. And then December will be 1 year. That'll be 1 year that we've been working on Titanic. December the 29th, I posted the first Titanic video. And yeah, we'll be a year in. Same with Disney Doll's House. Disney Doll's House is due any day now. So it should be here literally any day, but we've fallen behind. We've fallen behind by about 10 days again on that one, and it was due to postal strikes, but it is what it is. It is what it is. So when that one's here, we'll get that one done. And again, December is when we started that one. I want to say it was New Year's Eve. It was either the 30th, I think it was the 30th of December, but that's how long we've been going. So we've been doing the channel properly since literally the last week of December, and it's been so much fun getting to know so many of you and talking, exchanging ideas, and letting you know what we've been up to has been great. It really has. And we never thought anyone was going to watch us, to be honest with you. We were quite content with, because the very early videos that you'll see on there, where we post one every month or every 6 weeks or something like that. It wasn't a regular thing that we did, and it was purely because Jack wanted to be on YouTube with his R2-D2 video. So that was it. And then the more we did, the more we started posting, the more we started interacting with people, the more we enjoyed it. So we started doing this seriously the start of this year, the very, very tail end of last year. And it's been great. It's been great. And our first year has been fantastic. So what's coming up? Well, we've got notification that Iron Man and R2-D2 have shipped. Now with R2-D2, I keep saying we're going to do it, and we just never get round to it. At the moment, mine and Jack's schedules just don't sync. So when I'm available, he's not. When he's available, I'm not. So we just haven't had the time to do it. So we've got 3 full packs of R2-D2 here that we haven't built yet, and notification a 4th one is on the way. So we are doing it tonight. We are definitely, I don't know if we're going to be able to do it all, but we are definitely going to power through R2-D2 and get those up, because we want to get back on track with that. And that's where we'll be. It's looking good. We're at the point now where we're building the body panels, and we're putting the actual frame together for R2's body. There's a lot of wiring to do, but that's okay. It's we've been really enjoying it, and he's doing great, and he genuinely is building it. It's not me doing it. I sit with him as he does it. So if there's anything that needs a little extra talk, I'm there for that. But no, it's everything that is on there he's done. He built the lot. So it's been great for him, and he wants to work in robotics. That's what he wants to do when he's older. And what a great thing. What a great thing. Proud dad there. We've done pack 11 of the Route Master. that was a bit of a nightmare. I'm not going to lie to you. I've really enjoyed building Route Master. I did not enjoy Pack 11. Getting everything to line up and sync up wasn't the easiest thing, but I mean, fortunately, it's all worked for us. So we're happy with that. We've managed to source the passengers because they're not coming with the Agora. With the original Hachette run, there was 130 issues. With the Agora packs, there's only 121, I believe. So you get 11 in pack 12. But they omitted the figures. So the 9 passengers, the driver and the conductor, are just not. They don't come with it. But I managed to source them, so I've managed to get all 9. They're now in the bus, so we're happy with that, and it's looking beautiful. It really is, and I'm excited to do pack 12, which will finish this one out, which should be with us by the end of this month. But it's gorgeous. It's a beautiful thing, and the best way I can describe it for me is it's a very. I liken it to the Doll's House in that it's a very calm model. That's the best way I can describe it. A lot of what I build, a lot of all of us build, are muscle cars or weaponry, or you know what I mean. It's got that very kind of hard sort of edge to it. Whereas the Route Master is just a joy. It's just a nice throwback to a bygone era, and it's a beautiful thing. It really is gorgeous. And I liken that to the Disney Dolls. Disney Dolls is a very subdued build, it's a very chill build. There's nothing stressful, or it's just a nice chill build, and I love it. But we will be attaching the ground floor to the basement in the Disney Doll's House next, and then we're moving on to Winnie the Pooh's garden, and that dominates this build for a really long time. So Winnie the Pooh's garden is pretty much, it's a long time. It's about 3 months building that thing. So we don't touch the main house until I think it's March is the next time we go back to the main house, which is crazy, but it's a necessary evil. It just needs to be done. So we're looking forward to that, and at least with Winnie the Pooh's garden, as kind of as much as I want to be working on the main house, that is then complete. There's no more to do to it, so that is the first complete room in the house. That one's done at that point. So that'll be good. That'll be good. What else have we got coming up? We did get another message from IXO Models, again asking us what where we were up to and whatnot, and that all seems very positive. Again, it's not going to be quick. It's just not going to be quick, but it means it's coming, and I really would like to get Ecto finished. I really would, because it should have been finished by now, but it isn't. So I'm keeping the faith. I'm holding on. And I will be finishing it with the official parts. There is options if you really can't wait to go and get sort of aftermarket mods to fix it yourself. But I'm just going to hold on. I've come this far. I'll go to the end, and we'll see what IXO come up with. Iron Man has also been shipped, so we actually do something this time in Iron Man, which is amazing. So in the next 4 parts of Iron Man, we build the torso, we build the abdomen, the back panels, but we fit the arms to the body and we fit the head to the body. So it's actually, now we're actually putting something together, which is a long time coming, but yeah, now he's actually going to look like Iron Man, which will be good. And then next month in December we complete him. So even though the subscription runs until January, he's actually complete by part 97, I believe. He's done. You don't really need the last 3 parts. You can get them. I mean, I'm going to, because I need the parts for the premium stand. So we will be going, but I'm not doing the extension. I've mentioned this before. They have extended it by, I think, 20 issues of battle damage parts, but they just don't look good. They do not look good. So it's not. I'm done with Iron Man as well. It's a beautiful model. It is. I can't take that away from it. But has it been fun to build? Nope. And it has put me off completely of building any more of those figures. In the test world at the moment, things that are being tested, there's one that I forgot to mention on the last one. But the Canada Air, which is a firefighting plane, has been trialled in France, and it looks like this. Canada Air. I don't know if that's going to go to a full run. It strikes me as incredibly niche. I mean, I'm sure there's a market for it, but it's not something I'd do. I'm sure it'd be a lovely model, but it's not for me. It doesn't do it. I'm building one airplane. That's going to be the Lancaster. If the Lancaster goes to a full run, definitely the Lancaster. Speaking of the Lancaster, a lot of people were, thinking it was going to launch this month because their page updated to say that it was shipping on the 11th. It's a free gift that's shipping. For subbing to the trial, they're sending you a free gift. That's what that is. So please don't get excited about that, because trust me, they would have an official page up by now if they were going to a full run with this in November, and they haven't. That hasn't happened. It could launch as early as January. I don't know. I genuinely don't know what Hachette are rolling out. I know the Tumbler is January, and I can also confirm now that Warhammer Stormbringer will be going to a full run, and that starts in February. So Stormbringer 100% February. If you signed up to the trial, they are sending you out a sprue, which will be coming, and you can for a free miniature, which is pretty sweet. But they have confirmed that Stormbringer will be going to a full run in February. If you are interested in getting into Warhammer, it's a great collection, because honestly, the saving is massive. The saving in buying it this way is huge. Typically, part works aren't great value for money. When you sort of break it down there, you kind of break even. I mean, but there's no real resale value. With Warhammer, the collection, you're genuinely looking at a 40 to 60% saving on what this would cost you to buy in stores. So it's totally worth doing. If you're looking to get into Warhammer, this would set you up perfectly. And it's a really good collection, really nice collection. So we'll be doing that for the kids. So we'll be subbing to that one, because he's very into Warhammer at the moment. Goes to Warhammer Club on a Friday at school, which is awesome. I love that they do that. Another trial that's just appeared in France as well is a bit of a weird one. It's the Ferrari Transporter, and it's this. Ferrari Transport. Now, from what I've heard, that's now gone to a full run. That was trialled last year, and that's now a full run. And I can see a lot of people going for it. I really can. I mean, Ferrari is always going to attract. Yeah, well, I'll bring you more on it when I can, if it gets rolled out over here, and who's going to be doing it. It's not one I'd do. It's not for me. Formula One's not really my thing. Never has been. But I can see that having a fairly broad appeal. But the volume of part works that are coming out at the moment, I've mentioned this before, is kind of unheard of. I've never known this many. And my concern is someone going to be another Eagle Moss? Because there's got to be a saturation point where you're rolling out this many. Surely they're not all going to be lucrative. I mean, some of these are just not gonna pan out. But I don't know. I mean, they finished the trial in France of the ET last week, and it looks great. The face has been done really well, and it looks lovely. But the amount of trials going on at the moment is absolutely insane. I've never known this many. I really haven't, and it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. They're not naturally. They're not all going to go to a full run. That's not going to happen. And even if they do, it doesn't necessarily be full runs over here. There are ones that just never got released over here. I mean, a good example, Starsky and Hutch. I'd imagine we would have seen that by now. You still might, but I mean, I don't know. I mean, that thing came out 18 months ago, and it's just not. It's not launched over here. The Infinity Gauntlet's another one. And the Infinity Gauntlet's on a full run in France, but there was an issue with it. So there was an issue with the gold finish. Didn't look good. It looked patchy as hell, and it just wasn't good. So they pulled the plug on it and reworked it. So now it does have a decent gold finish to it. And that's one we will do. If that is released over here, Oscar is adamant that he wants to do the Infinity Gauntlet, so we will do the Infinity Gauntlet. That's going to happen. But I don't know what we're going to be building, because I know it's going to be boring. I mean, that's one thing I do know. I know that is, it might surprise me, but I doubt it, because we're building a glove, for Christ's sake. So, I mean, it's just going to be paneling. That's all it can be. A giant glove frame and paneling. That it can't be anything else. There can't be anything. I don't know. I can see it being very Iron Man, but it will look glorious when it's done. But he's adamant that he wants to build that glove should it be released over here. So we will do it. We'll definitely do the glove. Beyond that, I don't know. I mean, I am 95% in on the Tumbler at this point because I wanted the 89 Batmobile. That's what I wanted. And we saw the 66 that Eagle Moss were going to do, and then the Tumbler that Hachette have confirmed they are rolling out is what we saw. But yeah, I really want the 89, but I've got a feeling we're going to see that 66 come back around. I don't know who through, but I find it hard to believe that they would have tooled up for that thing and we never see it. But can't. Someone will do it. And I think an 89 Batmobile is almost an inevitability. At some point that will be a part work. So quite like the idea of having a Batmobile through the Ages collection of large scale models. So if I don't get the Tumbler now, I might kick myself later on for not doing it. So I'm going to do that Tumbler. It's a very unique looking car. So I'm in. The wheels are what do it for me. Just those massive wheels on the back of it are kind of, I'm all in. I like it. So I'll be going for it. We do have more coming up on the channel. You might have seen the Sam build. The kids in the end went as Sam from Trick or Treat and Eric Draven from The Crow, and here they are doing their thing. That was Halloween, and those are pictures that I will wheel out to embarrass them to their girlfriends when they're old. But Halloween's gone, so as I said, the decoration's gone. It's over now. And Christmas will be the next big thing, but you will notice there is no Christmas decorations, there is no tinsel or anything like that, because this will remain a Christmas-free zone until 1st of December. I love Christmas, I do. But for me, Christmas is December. It is not November. It is not October. Even though the stores start ramming that down your throat in September, I'm Christmas free until December. For me, it ain't Christmas until someone throws Hans Gruber off of Nakatomi Plaza. That's what signifies Christmas. Not John Lewis ads, not Coca-Cola trucks. Once Hans Gruber is thrown from Nakatomi Plaza, that's officially the start of Christmas. So that's what it'll be. What we will be doing on the channel, though, similar to the spooky stories for Halloween, which some of you loved, some of you hated, which is fair enough. We will do for each of the weeks of the build up to Christmas, we will do an alternative Christmas film. I am a ridiculously huge film fan. I own literally thousands. Honestly, I can't tell you exactly how many because you talk about me. It's weird. But I'm big into alternative Christmas films. I've always liked Christmas films that are slightly different, and we will, for each week, we will give one and point in the direction of a good one. Very few of them are happy or smiley films. They're usually quite dark. There's quite a dark element to some of these for Christmas, but I think it's good to sort of, you need something that isn't all bloody candy canes and those movies. You ever seen those movies you get on the Christmas channels that are all exactly the same? They're all literally exactly the same, right? Don't matter which one you pick, they're the same. It will involve some high-powered businesswoman forced to return to her hometown where she hooks up with her high school sweetheart. End of film. That's literally the entire, and they're called like Home for Christmas and a Small Town Christmas, and exactly, but I can't bloody stand them. And then, 50, 60 different versions of A Christmas Carol. Bit much. So we will have alternative Christmas movies. So if you want to see a Christmas that's a little bit darker, we'll be doing talks about some of those. For models 2023, because we're coasting towards that now. We are, as I said, we're pretty much going to do the Tumbler. That's almost guaranteed. Lancaster. If Lancaster is released next year, we are 100% doing the Lancaster. So coming to an end, I've got Iron Man coming to an end. I've got Route Master coming to an end. Ecto will end. It will. Keep the faith, people. And R2D2 will come to an end in around about April. So we will be replacing them. I mean, I've got my budget that I've got to spend on models, and I will be replacing the ones that are done. So I know we're doing, so to replace those 4, I know we're doing the Lancaster, I know we're doing the Tumbler, and I know we're doing the Infinity Gauntlet. Providing those are released next year, leave me space for one. I don't know what that one's going to be. I have no idea. There's so many out that it's hard to choose. But what I will say is, I'm doing the Tumbler, so that marks my car. I'm doing the Lancasters, that marks my plane. I'll still be doing Titanics, that marks my boat. I'm doing the Doll's House, which is my house. And I'm doing the Gauntlet, which is my oddity. So I want to do something that isn't like one of those, which does kind of leave me with choices I don't really want to make. So like the Alien, Jack really wants to build the Alien. I really don't want to build the Alien. I don't like it. I think the model will look great, but I think it's just going to be a pain in the ass, and I don't think it's going to have longevity. I think that skin is going to perish badly. I think it's going to be a case of constantly having to treat that skin, because working with silicone, I've worked with in an industry that used silicone. I won't go into what, but you have to treat it, otherwise it dries out. It dries out and it goes crap. And because that stuff is being pulled, it will not keep its elasticity. It just won't. It will not. It might keep it for a year, it might keep it 2 or 3 years, but eventually that thing's going to fall apart, or that silicone's going to dry up and it's going to be brittle. It's going to like crack. So it's having to either piss around, keep treating the skin on it, or just not doing it. But there are options. I mean, I might just leave an open option in case something pops up late in a year and think, actually, that's the one, that's what I want to go for. I also like to spread myself thin. I don't want to have too many builds with one company, so you don't end up in an Eagle Moss situation. You know, that's definitely taught me that. Spread yourself thin. So I mean, I am looking to, I wanted to do Optimus Prime through Agora until I saw it. Now, nope, that one's not for me. So maybe I'll do an Agora model. I don't know, but we'll have a good look around and see what we're going to do. But I don't know. I really like Mark over at Mark Mods is building the VW Samba van, and I love it. It's gorgeous, but I don't know. It's really nice. It's really, really nice. And Mark's Mods has Building the Boys Envy, because I think that thing is going to be absolutely beautiful. It looks like a bit of a grind at the beginning, but I think that thing is going to be stunning. I really do. So maybe that one. I don't know. But we'll see. I think I'm just going to hold off. I'm going to pull the trigger in January on whatever comes out, and then hold off a little bit and see what comes through. But that's about all from us. Yeah, if you haven't liked yet, please hit the like button. It helps us massively. What helps us even more is a subscription. It's very much appreciated. We'd love to hit that 1,000 before Christmas. That would be fantastic. We will be back, as I said, with everything that we've got coming up. There's lots. There's also, again, when it comes Christmas, Oscar is very keen to show you his Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special Lego advent calendar. So we'll be doing shorts of that. So you'll see what's in each day. But that's it. That's all from me. So in a world where you can be anything at all, just be nice, and we will catch you on the next one.